FactsVerse presents. This bus driver spotted a boy freezing in the street, and her actions were caught on video. Before we get into this heartwarming story, help us spread the word about FactsVerse by clicking that like button. And also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Denise Wilson is a bus driver in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and one night, on a very cold evening in 2017, she was running her regular route, and that night it was only 26 degrees. It was one of those nights where people tried to stay indoors whenever possible. Unfortunately, not everyone had that option. During Denise's shift, she decided to take her regular break around midnight. She stopped the bus and pulled it over, and she saw something she couldn't believe. It was so late and so cold, she didn't expect to see anybody on the street. But when she looked down Center Street, she saw the silhouette of a child running toward her. She couldn't believe that there was a child out in the cold so late at night. As she watched, she noticed the child was wearing pajamas. It was a pair of shorts, a t-shirt, and no shoes. She also noticed that the child was crying. Denise couldn't believe what she was seeing. As the child got closer, she realized it was a little boy, and she quickly got off the bus and ran over to the child. She asked him where his parents were and what his name was. All she wanted to do was get this poor cold child home safely. She was thinking about his parents and what they'd be going through if they discovered that he was missing. After trying to get the boy to talk, she put her coat around him to warm him up, and she took him to a nearby gas station. She bought him a snack, and somebody in the gas station gave the boy a sweater. After feeding the boy and warming him up a bit, Denise took him back to her bus. She knew she needed to keep him out of the wind and the cold. The CCTV video from the gas station shows her walking with the boy dressed in warm, bulky clothing. By this point, Denise decided that she would not be going back to work. She was going to end her shift and wait for the police to arrive. She knew that she needed to keep the little boy calm and happy until they got there. The boy, who could have been no older than 5 years old, was tired, and before the police arrived he had already fallen asleep. The officers started trying to figure out how the boy ended up on the street to begin with. After completing their investigation, they determined that the boy had wandered away from home. There was another report that there was a miscommunication between the family members, and that resulted in the little boy going missing. Denise didn't care how the boy got on the street or why he was there. She was just happy that she happened to be in the right place at the right time so that she was there for the boy when he needed her. Denise had been driving that bus for only 6 months when this incident occurred. Her boss praised her for making something that could have been terrifying to the boy into something good. When the story got out, people all over Milwaukee were calling Denise a hero. When the story was posted on social media, Denise's heroism was known all over the country. People from all over were commenting on the post. Many people called her the boy's guardian angel. Many commented that had Denise not found the boy on the deserted street that night, things for the little boy could have been much worse. There were some people who were appalled that the boy's parents would let him out of their sight long enough that he could wander away like that. Well, as the story went viral, thousands of people were congratulating and praising Denise for thinking quickly and helping the boy. After a proper investigation, the police decided that there was no reason to call Child Protective Services. It was clear to them that this was an accident that had occurred and led to the boy leaving his home. They found no evidence that the boy was abused or neglected, so they closed the case. The boy getting out of the house unnoticed was not the fault of his parents. When Denise was interviewed for the local news, she said that she didn't think she was a hero. She says that she was just doing what anybody else would do by helping the boy. She believes anybody would have done the same thing for the boy that she did. And she says that she hasn't seen him since that night, which is probably a good thing. She also says that today she pays special attention to her surroundings. You never know if another child is going to get out of the house unnoticed. Denise did an amazing thing for that little boy that night. Subscribe for more.